If I asked you the benefits of buying your car or the benefits of leasing a car, would you be able to tell me the differences or which one more suits your lifestyle? Figuring out which one suits your everyday life can help you make a good financial decision. As someone who owns their car, I have had to do research before and figure out the differences between leasing and buying. Doing this research before going to the dealership can save you a big headache while you're there. Doing the research before going to the dealership also saves you from making a poor financial decision while you're there and knowing which option's best for you. As we near the halfway point of our college careers, if we have not yet had to think about buying a car, that decision is probably approaching a lot sooner than we think. Because of this, I want to make sure everyone is informed about what the differences between leasing and buying are so you can figure out which one's right for you. Today, I'm going to start with what is leasing and what is buying, then the differences between the two, and finally, which one fits what kind of person. First, what is leasing and what is buying? Leasing a car is making a small down payment and then before you drive the car, and then monthly payments while you're driving the car, and the dealership basically allows you to drive their car. In the article, How Does Leasing a Car Work by John M. Vincent, he says, when you lease a car, you only have to pay for the difference between what the car costs when you purchase it and the difference between when you return it to the dealership. The article also goes on to talk about how a lease is a legally binding contract, and if you fail to make payments from month to month, then the dealership can hold you responsible for the payments all at one time. When you buy a car, you either use cash or a car loan to pay for the full price of the vehicle over a period of time, depending on if you use a cash or a car loan. Unlike a lease, when you're done paying off the car, instead of returning it, it is yours to own or yours to keep. Both of these options can be cost effective in their own way. It's a matter of the budget the person who's buying the car is and what kind of person is buying the car. Now that we've talked about what both leasing and buying are, I want to talk about the differences between the two. In the article Lease or Buy, What to Consider When Shopping for Your Next Car, Sarah Brady talks about the different things to look for when buying your car. Leasing gives you lower monthly payments, which help you balance your budget, but payments won't end in ownership. In their own way, leasing and buying both give their owners some sort of flexibility. The article talks about how leasing can be great for people who want to drive something new every few years or for people who need a nice car as part of their job. But as a buyer, you get more freedom to get rid of your vehicle and to drive your vehicle. When you lease a car, you have mileage limits and you can be penalized for it if you break them, or if you dirty your car too much or something like that. You can be penalized for all sorts of things when you're leasing. But if you buy, you can drive it however you like, however far you like, and for however long you want. Finally, when you buy your car, you can modify it with no fear of breaking a lease, and you can sell your car anytime it is paid off. Now that we know what leasing and buying are and their differences, we can talk about which sort of option fits each kind of person. When you're deciding whether to lease or to buy, it depends on your budget and personal preferences. Both methods have their benefits, but it's about what matters most to you. When you lease a car, you have lower monthly payments, and you are driving newer cars more often, so you have some newer technology and stuff like that. You never have to sell your vehicle, which can also sometimes be a headache, and when you buy a car, the longer you drive it, the cheaper it costs. There's no mileage limit, and you can sell whenever you would like. So if you're someone who doesn't mind driving the same car for more than a few years, and you like not having a mileage restriction, and you like to treat your car however you want it, you're not scared of spilling ice cream on the seats or stuff like that, then I'd say buying is the option for you. If you're someone who would rather have a newer car every 2 to 3 years, you like the technology and stuff like that, and you don't need to drive long distances for work and put a lot of wear and tear on your car, then leasing is a good option for you because it's cheaper monthly payments, and it can also help you balance a budget. In conclusion, both leasing and buying are viable options. It's just a matter of which fits your lifestyle. Do you think you need to be able to drive more miles, or do you want to be driving something different every couple of years? Either way, there's an option for you. Just make sure to do your research before making this financial decision, because it's one of the bigger financial decisions that you've had to make in your life so far. Finally, I want to